to another day, another stream. I hope everybody's day has been going well on this Saturday. Today, um, right now, all I'm doing is I'm just laying down in bed, just trying to get over just my medical, typical, um, reality. Because some of y'all know that with my epilepsy journey, I've gotten really bad side effects, like dizzy spells and headaches constantly for at least a good couple years. And it's not new. And right now, the only things I can do about it are just to lay down, take it easy, and the next thing I am able to actually take a Motrin here shortly, which I'll probably do that here in a minute for at least the headache portion of it. But if you guys are new here, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. And also, feel free to hit the like button up here and down here so you don't miss a single update, but also hit the notification bell so you get all latest updates from when I am live and all the things that you might not want to miss in the future. So, yeah. So, yeah, a lot of you guys definitely try to um, definitely be patient with me as I'm just, you know, just finding the reality purpose of just what I live with. But like I said, this is what I mean. This is what I mean by I show you guys like all perspectives, not just I'm not any other content creator that just shows one side on camera and we act and we put it as if we have a good life together when we don't. No one hasn't. No one doesn't have a straight out spotless life. Some people suffered through medical pain, some people are struggling financially, some people are just trying to get on their feet, and some people are just trying their very best to show up for family, friends, and others, you know? And it's rough when you're going through a season of just, you name it, you know? Like, all of us go through a season of something, whether if that's medical stuff, whether if it's financial things, whether if it's, you know, it can be anything that you're going through and all the things. And, yeah, I need to get up here in a minute and take a Motrin here in a second. But, um, yeah, but, you know, one of the things you can really do about it, y'all, is just pray and ask God to come in and help you through this. Because God's the only one way you can get through this. And you don't have to you don't really have to really be like me and fight it on your own. Um, yeah. So, yeah. That's why that's why I show all sides. What if there's a day I'm live and I'm not 100%, but I still want to check in with you guys, to show you guys that I'm human, but also I'm still on here and all that. Um, anyway, um, yeah, that's just what's going on there, though. I don't know. Let's see here. Um, hey there, I could tell you're new. That's cool. Hey there, Chloe. Thanks, I appreciate it. I, I could tell you're new too, I think. Um, Amanda, I could tell you're new too, so welcome. And for anybody who's just coming in, welcome. And I hope you guys are doing good and all that. And all the things. But, um, have you seen no, I've not, but I've been hearing some people talk about it. Or I've heard of at least a couple people of mine told me about it, which is interesting and all that. But, yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, I'm gonna turn this up just a second, y'all. Give me a second. Anyway, yeah, so, um, let's hit this one step at a time. But yeah. Hey there. Thanks. Hopefully you're doing well. And y'all, let's go. 3 people are liking the chat. Definitely continue to hit the thumbs up here. But also, if you are new here, definitely feel free to hit the subscribe button plus notification bell and have it to all notifications so you get all updates. So you never miss a video or anything that comes onto this platform. Because, I would hate if somebody missed something. I just don't want somebody to be that person. And I mean, none of us don't want to be that person. So definitely feel free to do all that. And yeah. Thanks. I mean, I just do what I do in here. It's nothing serious, I'll say that. Do you support Pan? Honestly, hang on, I'm trying to get myself in center. Um, do I support? I mean, I'll just, just to play it safe, I'll just say in the middle. I'll just say 50-50 at the moment because I'm not quite fully there. I'll just say that, not just so that way I'm not saying something way off. Sorry, you guys, I'm just also am dealing with some medical stuff, but I show you guys all perspectives and not just the normal. Because let me just say this, some of us know that whenever we watch other people's content, we think some of us might notice this, but not everyone does and thinks it too much. What we kind of don't realize is when we watch somebody, like an air content creator here, and they seem like their life is all put together and all that, when y'all reality is, no, they're like any other person that has a whole lot going on themselves, and you know, they're trying to get through the day. And with me, y'all, I show you guys all perspectives. I actually am true with you guys. Like, there's times I come on here during the not great times. There's times I come here on my good days, my bad days, my days I'm struggling a little bit. And it's often that us content creators come on here and still show up like that. And it's not, I'll just say this, you know, it takes a lot just to do that. And, I like to show you guys that I'm actually human and not just somebody trying to put a, f- a fake smile or even a fake act behind the camera. Cause y'all don't know what happens behind the camera every day. Y'all really don't. And the sorry, I saw something that was completely in my head for a second. Um, and so, and yeah, and for some of you guys that are just coming in here and kind of wondering what's happening right now, um, a little bit about me, y'all, is, I'll say one things about me is for some of you that are just new here, I am a 20-year epileptic survivor, and, I was diagnosed with epilepsy when I was a couple months old, and all what that just means is that it's a narrow brain disorder where all of the electrical nerves in the brain, when all those nerves send signals to the brain to tell it to do stuff, to tell you to pick something up, to turn on something, to what, to think things, to do anything. Sometimes it can work way too much, or even the next best description I've told people is, think about if you're fixing a light switch or something and you make sure that you're connecting the right. See, I'm trying not to talk too quick, but you're connecting the right wires to where it's supposed to go, like positive to positive, negative to negative, XYZ, all that, right? And let's say you do each step correctly without missing a step. But let's say it malfunctions, and the way I'm saying it here is, in the brain, all of that wiring in the system in the brain can malfunction and cause me to have seizures that can last anywhere from a couple minutes to even longer. And sometimes it might get to the point where I might have to be hospitalized for it. And um I've been hospitalized at least a few times in my life when I was younger. But that was because my seizures were out of hand and just through the roof. And even this was when we were trying to get myself on the right treatment, the right meds, and all the things before it getting to where it can be at least somewhat stable enough to where we can feel, um, to where you can at least feel something and you can just let the brake, you can kind of let the gas off just a little bit to where you're not speeding constantly because that's what we just do. And that mindset is what do we do in that moment, because for you noticing somebody going through that or just, you're going through anything, it's a lot, and y'all, even at one point, I will say this, when I was almost 2 years old, I was only a month away from being 2 years old when I had to have intense brain surgery just to save my life. And that was even one of the ways to help my seizures from it being chaotic and just stabilizing it to where, I can actually live pain free, but also have a life. Like, I can do what a lot of us adults do. And at one point, doctors did say there could be a chance that I might not be able to walk, talk, speak, skip, jog, or even get a job, go to school, make friends, do anything. Honestly, like if you think of anything, like all that anybody can think of, like go to church, go to work, you know, and even reach milestones that other people would, you know. And I will say this, you guys, um, that surgery was basically, um, like that surgery was at least I think a 10 to 12 hour surgery just to remove most of the right side of my brain. So at least this half of my brain just to ease all of that and to where it can be manageable to where I can live pain free. And like I said, doctors said all those chances and y'all, I I literally proved doctors wrong because at one point, yes, I did become nonverbal for like the first maybe few years, but that was because of the healing process. But after doing speech and occupational therapy, that helped a lot of it get my speech and my fine motor skills back. And y'all, 20, almost 21 years later, or really right now, I should be saying 20 and a half years later, I'm walking, I'm standing, I am doing a lot of things that you would have thought 20 years ago might not be possible. Like, I now have a job. I'm also have been in a relationship for like 2.5 years. And just a lot's happened in my adult life. That's just, y'all, it's also because of God right there. Like, God can do a lot, y'all. Like, the thing is, y'all, during times like that, you really have to stay humble in yourself and just know that God's by your side through it because He will, He knows what He's gonna do and He knows the plans for you right there in that moment. And you're not gonna have to suffer whatsoever. And, you know, and yeah, sure, I get side effects every now and then at this point for the past couple of years, but at least with my meds right now, at least it helps seizure wise though. It's just now it's just side effects just kill my freaking butt and just I wish I didn't go through this every day, but there's not there's not always a whole lot I can do about it. Besides, if it's a headache, I can take a Motrin if I've not taken any within a 6 hour window, you know? Or if I'm having a dizzy episode, aka a headache, aka dizzy spells, and I don't term for it too. Then what I just do during those is just lay down and just take it easy and not just, go crazy and just push it, you know? And I mean, I've probably have dealt probably with both at once right now for at least the past couple of minutes. But right now, all I can do about it is just take a Motrin here in a second for it, and then just lay down and just relax, because, you know, that's really all I can do right now is just let myself kind of just take it easy and just slow down and not push myself further than I should be. But like I'm actually about to get up right now. And do that right now. Um like right now I'm dizzy as we speak, but it's been happening for like a few minutes now, so it's not been that long. Yeah. Yeah, thank God I'm okay for sure, cause I mean, yeah, it's crazy when y'all are like me and it's kind of crazy just to think it, cause when y'all are like me and hang on, when y'all been like me and and y'all went through something like I did, y'all would know how crazy it is and just how much it is. Cause I mean, sure, I don't want this pain. I really don't. But cause I mean, who wants to live with the side effects from the meds, even though it's life changing and all that. And y'all, and the thing with me though is I kind of have the fear of, let's say, if like I do have the fear about either me doing anything around my meds, what if it's adjusting it or something? Cause y'all, the thing is, y'all, it took me probably a good few years just to get on meds where it was like even to where the dosage amount was plenty to where it wouldn't cause me to have like seizures that would go crazy, but also wouldn't hate this pain. But like I said, I've got you guys with me, so don't really notice what's actually going behind the scenes here. Um, and so, um, yeah, but, um, okay, I'm gonna take a munch real quick though, y'all, so give me just a second. So, y'all can keep asking questions in the comment section while I'm doing that, so, okay, it's 12:01, so I can put that down. There we go. Okay, pain meds are in my system and all the things. Um, okay. 12:01. Let me write this down also. Oh. Anyway, sorry, I was taking the Motrin But but yeah, I mean that's one of those things, y'all, with side effects to me. It's just, you know, you can't really do a whole lot about it right now and all that. But like right now at this point, all I can do is just sit down, lay down, and not do a whole bunch at the moment. And just kind of let it do its course at this point. AK let nature do its course. And even just kind of just stay off my feet kind of for a second, even though I'm right in my hole under the bed for just a second. Hey there, Sam, I can tell you're new, so welcome. Hopefully you're doing well, and hopefully everybody else in my chat is doing good too. That is just now coming in. Mine kind of up here of what's happening at the moment. Uh, just kind of just going through just some things, but I'm very transparent with everyone on here. There's never a moment where I literally hold back anything because I'm not trying to be anybody out there who only shows one side on their platform whatsoever. Because, like I said, you guys, I'm very um transparent with everybody. Meaning, I don't show you guys one perspective of me. I show you like the full thing. So like I show you guys like parts of like me going through some of my medical stuff. Sometimes I show you guys maybe a little smidget of what kind of it's like going, just kind of what it's like being human and not just a person trying to trying to play it cool as if we're just acting it behind the scenes. When reality is a lot of people go through things on here. It can be medical, it could be financial, you name it. You know, like with me right now, for probably the past hour, I've probably have just went, I've just been going through just some of my medical stuff, which is normal for me, but I really do hate it. But right now, only thing I can really just do about it is just let it do its course and just hope that it starts to stabilize a little bit. At least to where it's not like making me as crazy. But hang on, that's now. Just so that way. Just so it helps me out. But yeah. So um yeah. Anyway. Hang on. Let me just put this on real quick. Oh, hold up. But hang on. Yeah. So yeah, so for example, like y'all can see here, like I'm sitting back down and here just relaxing and just letting the meds do its job and also just letting my body just kind of slow down to where it can notice what's happening. But um yeah. Anyway, um Bubba, I see that you're new. So welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. We've got a lot of um a lot of new incoming subscribers, which is awesome. And all the things on here just amazing. But yeah. So, um Um, yeah. So, um, yeah. Anyway, that's just what's going on there, though. But, yeah. So, but we're just hanging out and all that. And I'm just resting, just trying to let my side effects just ease down and all that, and just, you know, like, I mean, like I told you, like I did say to you guys, hate, I really do hate this, but at this point, there's not much I can really do about it right now. Other than just sitting down, laying down in bed, and just letting it pass on its own. Now, like, I already did one step for one half of it. It's just now letting it do its thing. And I trust that it's gonna do its job like it always does. At least in my head, I don't think there's not been a time where I feel like it's done what it's supposed to just by doing what it's doing. Um, but yeah. So, um, and even for example, for some of you in here, um, like, yeah, I'll tell you, it's difficult, but all that you really can just do is let God do the work, but also, um, it is okay to let your guard down sometimes, and don't always think that you have to always be on high demand or something, or you don't have to always remain at yourself 24/7. You can rest too, cause at the end of the day, when you're somebody with a medical condition, or you're somebody who goes through a lot of pain just from something of your past, it's okay to take 5 minutes, an hour, or even more than that to let your let your body rest, because your body works hard as it does. Like, y'all, my body's already worked hard to function throughout the day. It's worked hard to get me standing and all that. And the last thing your body should be thinking of doing right now is working overtime right now. And it should not be doing that right now. Right now it deserves to pause, relax, and let itself take the responsibility on somebody else's hands, you know? And that's just what we do, y'all. Is we have to realize that during pain like me, but also in general, it's okay to let someone else take over. Whether if it's a medical condition, whether if it's stuff you're going through, anything. It's okay to let somebody else help you out through this, and not you having to fight it by yourself. Because, y'all, at the end of the day, I hate going through this, but you know, it's the meds, it's not me. But also it's hang on. But also it's my brain from the surgery a long time ago too, and the way that it responds. It makes me feel like absolute crap when I don't want to go through it every day. And even, I will say this, even this year has been my year of like trying to get something figured out with my doctors to where it can be somewhat manageable. Because y'all, now with now me being in the work field and all that, I'm not trying to be the one person at work out of like 100, and just feeling like I'm something to the company when I want to work and I want to do everything, but also my health is important too, you know? And so, um, yeah, but, um, but, but with my exact condition, you really can't control what starts coming and what doesn't. But, um, yeah, so, yeah, uh, yeah. But yeah, we're just hanging out at the moment. But yeah, and so y'all can ask questions down below in the comment section. We're just hanging out, is all we're up to in here. Like right now, I'm just resting, letting the meds work, and letting my body rest. Like actually letting it rest, and not trying to push it to work harder than it's been doing. You know. And y'all, I'm kind of, and let me say this, I'm thankful I'm off work when a lot of this is happening and I'm not in work right now when it's doing this. Because y'all, if I was at work right now and this would be starting, it would make me crazy if I was at work right now. Literally, and this occurring in the middle of a shift. I kind of pray that never does occur. But, um, yeah. And I mean, thankfully, where I work, my man pretty chill and all that, and everybody else around me is pretty chill. Oh. And so I wouldn't really be too concerned and all that. Um, but so anyway, um, you know, mm, anyway, this is just what's going on at the moment. Why my hair doing that? Just because it's me laying down directly. But yeah, and just pulling this up too. But yeah, yo, let's go 6 likes in the chat if you guys haven't done so yet. Feel free to like and subscribe down below, and also set your notification bell settings to all notifications so you get all latest updates from my channel personally. And y'all are the only ones that get notified. Nobody outside of here, unless they're new. But other than that, let's just have some fun here, you guys. And just, you know, relax. And that's the best part, y'all, about the weekend is the weekend should be a couple of days where you get to rewind and just recover from the week and prepare and slowly start mentally preparing yourself for the next week. So for the best part for me is it gives me a couple days to prepare myself for this next week when I go back to work for the next 2 days because I only work 2 days right now. And so, um, yeah, and just all the things that happens this week. But, yeah, so, anywho, that is something, but, yeah, so, mine is here, y'all. Just doing that right now. But yeah, just relaxing at the moment. But yeah, yeah, that's why it's really good to. That's why it's really good just to lay down because a lot of the times when you're dizzy and just you're like me who just doesn't feel like 100%. That's why it's good to do that because then it helps. It helps slow down all the chaos, but also it helps your body get back into the condition it was in. And it's really simple. Is all you just do is just lay down, and that's just what you do. But yeah, so um, yeah. And a little kind of get to know me real quick for some people who are coming in here. I'm Sunset Queen on YouTube. I'm 20 years old, and I've been doing content on here for about 6 years at this point. Just crazy to think that. Um, but yeah, it's been at least total of 6 years that I've done content, but live streaming purposes, it's been I think about a year, at least a year and a half or so. But yeah, so um, anyway, that's just what's going on there. But yeah, so just a second. But yeah, so anyway, um, that's just what's going on there. But um, yeah. So um, man, I even need to figure out. I really need to figure out here in a minute. What I'm gonna wear for church tomorrow. Like actually, 'cause I mean, I have had outfit options out. I just have not selected yet because normally one of my friends helps me out. Um, select stuff, but I think she must have probably passed out. Excuse me. So I'll give it a little bit just to let all this settle down before I even jump into that, because you know I'm not trying to make this even go up as it's going. Um, but yeah. So um, anyway, um, yeah, yeah. So yeah, but that's just what's going on there, though. Oh my god, I'm so freaking bad right now. Anyway, um, but yeah. Anyway, um, yeah. So anyway, I might get off live and I might come back on here. In my head, I'll probably come back on here um on Tuesday next, because I mean I still count today as of Saturday, but for some of you guys it will show as Sunday. Um, but I'll probably next go on Tuesday. So I'll see you guys then.